topic of this year is will the world change when Moshiach comes? What will the massive of the world like? Will everything be normal, or is it going to be different? So this shaila is machlekes in the Gemara between Shmuel and Rabbi Yechanan. Comes up in a few places. One of them is in Brachas Haflam and Aleph Amud Beis. The first Maramachim, the Gemara says, Amar Rabbi Yechanan, Kol HaNeviim Kulon Lo Nisnavu Ela Yemei Mashiach. All the Nevi'im, all these Nevuos that they say that the sheep and the wolf are going to live together, and all these miraculous things, unnatural things, all those things are talking about Yemei Mashiach. But Elam Haba, that's something greater. You can't even imagine. It's going to be even greater. That you can't even imagine what it is. That's something else. That's Elam Haba. Ayin leirasa elikim zolsef. Elam Haba. No one besides the Eibusher knows what's going to be going on there. The Eibusher is the only one that saw it. So this is Shittas Rabbi Yechanan. That. Yeah.
So this and this is the same page.
So Leilam. So this is Shittas Rabbi Yechanan. Shittas Rabbi Yechanan is that the Nevi'im, all the Nevuos is going to be, all the Nevuos of these miraculous things is going to be during Yemei Mashiach. What is Shittas Shmuel? Or Pliga de Shmuel. We're arguing on Shmuel. What does Shmuel say? The Amar Shmuel. Ein bein ha'il mazel Yemei Mashiach el shibud malchus bilvad. The only thing that's going to be changing between Eilam Hazeh and Yemei Mashiach is shibud malchus. The world is going to be exactly the same. Elamai, the Yidden are going to be ruling. That's the only difference that's happening between now and then. So this
not
is
necessarily a machlokes. I don't see a machlokes over here. If Yochanan says Kalnavim Kulman is not
better, meaning all these nevuos of these miracles that the Gozayim Keves, that all these miraculous things, Rabbi Yechanan says that's going to be doing Yemei Mashiach, but Eilam Haba is something even greater beyond that.
Okay, so
whereas Shmuel,
that means okay.
Yeah, whereas Shmuel, Pliga the Shmuel argues, he's arguing on Shmuel that says that there's no that in Yemei Mashiach, no, there's nothing wondrous happening. It's a regular world. Just either are going to rule.
Just like the Goyim let us.
We're going to rule. We're going to rule the world.
Let us worship Hashem.
Yeah, and we're going to rule over the guy.
What? It doesn't say that we can rule over the guy.
Shibud
Malchus means that there will be no Shibud Malchus. That's what it means. That the Goyim, the Malchus won't be the Shabbos.
The Shaila we have,
which is, by the way, right now.
But the Shaila we have now is. So what is Shmuel going to do about all these nevuos? All these nevuos about the Gozayim and Keves. What is that talking about? How we have nevuos that there's going to be a lot of miracles happening. So tell me, Yemei Mashiach, when is it going to be? So Lach Mishnah as Taichis, he says according to Shmuel, you have to say talking about Eilam Haba. It's not talking about Yemei Mashiach, right? There's Yemei Mashiach and Eilam Haba. Yemei Mashiach is when Mashiach comes out of Beis Hamikdash. Eilam Haba is the schar for the mitzvahs. So look at the second Maramachim. The Mishnah writes, "The Laman the Amar ein bein ha'Eilam Hazeh." Meaning Shittas Shmuel, Smashma Shasever the Hanavim Yisnavu Eilam Haba. All these nevuos about the wolves and the sheep and all these miraculous things that are going to happen, that's talking about Eilam Haba. It's not talking about Yemei Mashiach. Yemei Mashiach, everything is going to be normal. So this is how the Mishnah.
So basically what it means is that according to Rabbi Yochanan, these miracles will be
during Yemei Mashiach.
And Eilam Haba is something which is way above. Right?
Yeah.
And according to Shmuel,
all these nevuos are talking about Eilam Haba.
And
it could be also going to be something miraculous. Yeah. So super nothing. Yeah. So this is how the Lach Mishnah learns. So the shaila is, this doesn't work for the Rambam. Because the Rambam learns that Eilam Haba is a ruchnius thing. It's Eilam HaNeshamis. So you can't say. So we have a lot of gashmistic promises in the voice about the sheep and the wolves and all these and the trees giving up fruits. All these different things are gashmistic things. So how could you say something about Eilam Haba? Right, in the third Maramachim, the Ram writes in Hilchos Shuvah, Perek Ches, Halacha Beis, that Ha'Eilam Haba ein by gufa gvia. There's no bodies. Ela nefashos hatzadikim b'vad, the neshamis of the tzadikim, v'loi guf k'malachei hasharis. So if it's only going to be, the neshamis, Well, what you can't say like the Mishnah was saying, right? You can't say that all these nevuos are talking about Eilu Haba because they're Gashim is thinking of nevuos.
Is this part of the Rambam and Ramban?
Yeah, the Ramban learns that Eilu Haba is a Gashmistic world. It's a Gashmistic world. So like the Ramban, it's perfectly fine. Say all these nevuos. Yeah, so like the Ramban, everything's fine. Say everything's fine. You say it's talking about Eilu Haba. Like the Ramban, you can't say that because Eilu Haba is a Ruchnistic world. So what are you going to say for the Rambam? So the Rambam, in the fourth Maramok, the Rambam says, Taka, it's all talk, you have to say, it's Taka all about Yimei Mashiach. Why? It's a mashal. It's a mashal of Chidon. It doesn't mean Kipshutai. In the fourth Maramok, it says, Al Yala al Halev, Shebi Yimei Mashiach, Yibatal Davar Miminhagei Shaleilam. Don't think that Minhag Eilam is going to change. Everything is going to be the same when Mashiach comes. Eilam Kiminhagei Noyeg. Here this side says that dangerous animals will be, all different animals will be living together peacefully. Mashal l'chida. It's a mashal. Doesn't mean literally. In Hadavar, what's the mashal for? Sheyu Yisrael Yeshvin LaPetach Im Rishei Goyim Hamishim Kazei V'Nomer. If we're going to be living peacefully, all with the Hashem and the Goyim who compare like the wolves who people do and who attack and are savage, we're going to be living peacefully together. There's not going to be any more wars and fights. Right, so the Rambam has so how's the Rambam? So the Rambam it seems like the Rambam is passing like Shmuel. We'll see later the Mishnah is different, but it seems like the Rambam's learning like Shmuel that. It's going to be a normal. It's going to be a peaceful world. It's going to be a normal world without any nisim. What about all these nevuos? So you can't say something about Eilu Haba. So why the Rambam says it's talking about it's all a mashal. So this is what the Rambam says. So now, however, there's a big shaila on the Rambam. So it seems from here in the fourth Maran Mokim that the Rambam paskins like Shmuel. It's going to be that there's only Shibud HaMalchus. That's the only thing that's going on. But for Peil in Hilchas Tshuva, the Rambam brings down Rabbi Yechanan. The Rambam brings down Rabbi Yechanan that when Rabbi Yechanan is Kol Havin Kul Meini Snam Elam Yisam Mashiach, the Rambam brings him down word for word. The Rambam brings down the Lashon. In the fifth Maran Mokim. In the Rambam Hilchas Tshuva, Perek Ches Halacha Zayin, he writes, Amru Chachamim, Kol HaNevim Kulam Lo Nivru Elo Yimei Mashiach. All the Nevim are only misnabed for Yimei Mashiach. Avo Eilam Haba, Ayin Leirasa Elikim Zlo Sefon. Eilam Haba, only Yibishur knows what's going on over there. So it seems like the Rambam's quoting. It seems like the Rambam Mitamol is going with Shittas Rabbi Yechanan, and all the Nevuos is talking about. It sounds like going with Shittas Rabbi Yechanan.
It doesn't mean it's literal. The voice could be also the
right, so that okay, but then the shaila is what's the machlekes between Shmuel and Rabbi Yechanan? Right, so if the Rambam's going, I guess you bring the shaila earlier. The Rambam teaches Shmuel that it's not kept that when are the nevuos talking about? So you have to say it's also during Yimei Mashiach. Otherwise, it's not kept shutui. So derech mashal. Right. So the question is really what's the machlekes between Rabbi Yechanan and Shmuel? Right, because according to Shmuel says that. But I'm saying the Rambam is going to Shmuel, and he says that all these nevuos is talking about. It's all derech mashal, and it's talking about. And so I guess Rabbi Yechanan is saying it's Kipshutei, right? So that's Machlekes, yeah, right? Rabbi Yechanan is saying that all these nevuos are Kipshutei Yimei Mashiach, whereas Shmuel says that it's only the mashal chidam.
Shmuel says that what?
It's a mashal chidam. Also, he's unshuldig. So the Rambam brings on washing. The question we brought before the Kesef Mishnah, answer Shaila and Lecha Mishnah, that the Rambam brings on Lashon of Rabbi Yechanan. Why is he taking Rabbi Yechanan's Lashon if we don't go like him? So I guess you could say it's a mashal l'chida, but why is he taking his Lashonis? It seems like he's quoting Rabbi Yechanan. Rabbi Yechanan holds that it's Kipshutei. Why is he quoting his Lashon? This is the Shaila that they have. So So we're stuck. Is we pass like Shmuel Rabbi Yechanan. So the Lechem Mishnah has a pshat. He says really the Rambam Taka passes like Rabbi Yechanan. Okay, the Taka is going to be new things happening also lovely. Taka passes like Rabbi Yechanan. Why does the Rambam say that there's not going to be bittul min hagei shaleilam? So he says, Lechem Mishnah says there's two things. There's bittul of teva ha'ilam, and then there's bittul of minhag ha'ilam. Teva ha'ilam, the nature of the world isn't going to change, even according to Rabbi Yechanan, meaning a wolf living with a sheep peacefully, that's hebach teva ha'ilam. The teva of the world is not going to change. That's something not normal. But minhag ha'ilam, meaning that there's milchames in the world, and that there's poor people and rich people. So to say that there's not going to be any more poor people, to say that in a voice that there's not going to be any more poor people, and that there's not going to be any milchames, we're going to make all the swords into plows. That's not a bittul of teva ha'ilam. That's a bittul of minhag ha'ilam. So he says, he's masber. That's what shittas Rabbi Yechanan is, and that's how the Rambam paskins. Later, the Rambam paskins like Rabbi Yechanan.
So it won't be Gorzev and Kev.
Right, Garzav and Kesef, that the Rambam has to, even though he passes like Rabbi Yechanan, he has to say it's not Kipshutay because that's bittul of teva ha'ilam. But whereas bittul min hagei shaleilam, which that's what which is shittas Rabbi Yechanan, that the Rambam does say that there's going to be. There's not going to be any milchames, there's not going to be aniyim. That's how the Lechem Mishnah teaches. In the 6th Mara Makim, he writes, Lechem Mishnah, the Nira that Rabbeinu Vade Pasak Yolei Shmuel. For sure, the Rambam passes out like Shmuel. Ela shehu mefarish shemisha Omar Kohan Neviim le'nisnan bo'eli Yisam Mashiach. Elai Rabbi Yechanan says that all the nevuis, which is talking about Yisam Mashiach, Sever shekol hadvarim hamichudashim shiyu ba'olam. All these new things are going to be in the world. Kleimar she'ein b'hen heipach min ha'olam. Kamei bittul hacharavis v'aramasim, which is not a bittul of the teva in min ha'olam. She'ein ze heipach teva. That's going to be there. And all the nevuis similar to these things, which are not hepach hateva of the world, that's how going to be kipshutai by Yisam Mashiach.
That's Rabbi
Yechanan. Like bittul tev and nevuis of bittul teva, that's a mashal chida. But things which are only bittul minhag, that's kipshutai.
Like Al-Khan saying Shabbos, even the eagles, they could be and planes are.
Yeah, we can have now too.
What is Haramis for Haramosim?
The swords or muscle, I think, is on the type of weapon. Spears. Remach, yeah, spears. Spears. I think it could be a typo. It's supposed to be Ramachin. So let's go on weiter. What shit does Shmuel? The Lechem Mishnah goes weiter. Aber Shmuel sever she'ein shum chidush klal hepach minhag ha'olam v'lei b'minhag ha'olam. There's no any shine klal, not in teva ha'olam, not in minhag ha'olam. Everything is going to be exactly the same. There's going to be anim. There's going to be, I don't know, maybe there's going to be milchames. And even though not having poor people is not the bittul of teva, still it's not going to be. It's not the minhag of the world. The minhag is not going to change. And the Yisam Mashiach, there's not going to be any chiddush. The only thing that's going to be changing is who's going to be ruling. The Yidden. Ruling. The Yidden are going to rule. So this is how the Lechem Mishnah learns the Rambam. And the Rebbe has a different taich to find for the Rambam. The Rebbe finds a word, the famous word of the two kufris. Meaning there's two ifanim how Mashiach will come. Okay, before the two kufas, there's two ifanim how Mashiach will come. The Rebbe brings the Gemara that they have a few stiras. How is Mashiach? It says V'ita achishem. We'll see in the 7th Maramokid. There's a few stiras in Psukim. What's it going to be like when Mashiach comes? The 7th Maramokid. Let's read the Gemara in Sanhedrin Sandiches Amar Aleph. Omar Rabbi Alexandri. That Yeshua ben Levi Rami. Yeshua ben Levi, he compared these two Psukim. It's one pasuk really. In Be'ita Ksiv Be'ita says Mashiach is going to come. It's going to be Be'ita in its proper time. The Ksiv Achishena, and then it says afterwards that the Eibishter is going to hasten it, meaning before the proper time. So what's going on? Which one is it? So the Gemara answers Lei Zachu Be'ita. If you weren't Zeicha for Bias Mashiach, it's going to come at the set time, which the Eibishter decided that he's going to come. And Zachu, if you were Zeicha, it came to our Mashiach came to our Zchusim, then it's going to be Be'ita.
No, stop
Sorry, Zachu Achi. Sorry, Zachu Achi Shena. I'm just going to speed in it. Zachu B'Yita. We weren't Zecha. Then it's going to be in the set time. Fine. So then the Gemara asks another shaila. Amar Rabbi Alexander, Yishua ben Levi Rami compared another two psukim to each other. It says on Moshiach comes, we're going to go on the Ani Shmaya. We're going to go on the clouds. Moshiach is going to come on the clouds. And then another pasuk says, Ani Moshiach is going to come like an ani on the donkey. So which one is it? The Gemara gives the same tittles. If we were Zetak Zecher Bias Moshiach, then it's going to be with an Ani Shmaya. He's going to come on the clouds. Then he's going to come like an Ani Reichev Al Chamor, riding on a donkey. So with this,
the two again, they're on the donkey, which is well
on the clouds. So yeah, so for Zecher for Moshiach to come. Interesting. There's so fine. Sebastian, how does Rebbe use this word? So back to our question, we had a question: how does the Rambam learn? On one hand, in Hilchos Melachim, the Rambam writes that it seems like he's passing like Shmuel. That in Eilam Habo, it sounds like he passed like Eilam Habo. That it's not going to be Bittul Mehagesh Leilam. Whereas in Hilchos Tshuva, the Rambam brings the Rabbi Yechon. So the Rebbe is masbir that it's not a student. That the Rambam in Hilchos Melachim is talking about the pashat way that Moshiach comes. It's an eifon of be'ita. When it comes in a way of be'ita, then it comes in a way of be'ita. Then Moshiach. Then the world is going to be irregular. So even Kivin Hagi Noeg, there's not going to be any nisim. Then the voice is going to be derech mashal lechida. Whereas if it comes in the eifon of Achishena, of Zachu, then the voice is going to be kipshut. There's not going to be nisim and the voice going on. This is how the Rebbe enters. So in the eighth Maramokim, Rav Lashon and the Rebbe, look at the Sichos Chelik of Zayin, the Chutosai. That writes, and das was the Rambam paskin the Sefer Ayad, which is Sefer Halachis, as his vetni Zayin came bittul davar min hagesh leilu. Is as Valder Indian from Moshiach the Yosei the Hagula Bechlal, the Indian Bias Moshiach in Gula in general is a halacha. It's a halacha that Moshiach has to come. A halacha brurub sukkah. When Azoi is oich them oifen in them. It is also a halacha how Moshiach needs to come. As there is not totally but oifen the Maisa b'nei Adam. It's not totally in our Maisa. It's alpi halacha the Moshiach is going to come anyways. So therefore that's why the Rambam didn't say Eidim Kivin Hagi Noigi, because that's Hashas Al Halacha. That's how it's mechuyev to be.
In other words, that's the minimum. Basically, whatever types that the Rambam is saying, what's the minimum?
Yeah.
The minimum is that there's going to be a management based David and
the minimum Al Pi Halacha is that it's going to be Be'ito, and when it comes to Be'ito, then it's going to be Eidim Kivin Hagi Noigi.
That not necessarily will give me a miracle.
Yep. So why does the Rambam have to be madgish that it's going to be even Haginaig? If it's possible that it can also be this one of flights, why did the Rambam tell us? Why is he keeping it quiet? So he goes on weiter, and he says because that's not what the Geder of Mashiach is. The Geder of Yemais Mashiach is about Kira is Shleimus HaTeira Mitzvahs. In order to have Shleimus HaTeira Mitzvahs, you need a regular world. Could be there'll be Nisim in the place, but that's not what it's all about. That's not what it's all about. That's in the second paragraph in the 8th Maramokim. Rebbe writes, "Ba'imik Yeser, das was der Rambam is mit Haar, die Geula ba'ifin as es vet nicht sein, kein Bittul davar min hagish leilon." Well, the Rambam says there's not going to be any Bittul. Why? Weil der Rambam learned as das was Chazal sagen as, wenn sie is matzev von Sachen wollen sein, kann Iluyim, with Hanaga Nissis. This time Chazal say that it's going to be a Hanaga Nissis from Mashiach comes, is as a Indian Neisif of Etzem Gidr Shal Mashiach. That's something Neisif of the Etzem Gidr. The Etzem Gidr is that the Mashiach is going to come and we're going to be free we're going to have Shleimus Teir Mitzvahs. We're not going to be bothered. We're going to be able to do Kimo Teir Mitzvahs in the highest Eifin.
Which was the Agrister's plan originally till we messed it up.
Yeah, so it's not that. So that we're going to be able to do everything properly. So that's why the Rambam is not going to tell you the Nisman in place, because that's not what the Gather Moshiach is. It's nice, and it's going to be a lot of nice things, but that's not what it's about. That's why the Rambam left it out. And so where does the part of the two kufis come in? So the Rebbe says that till now you think that it's Lizach with his taki not going to be any Nisman in the place, but the Rebbe says no, that there's going to be. You have to say that there is going to be also Nisman in the place, because one of the biggest shaylas you have on the Rambam and also on Shita Shmuel, before we get to why, let's say, the Rebbe learns that you have that there is going to be Nisman in the place also in Meisam Mashiach. There's going to be a second kufa. Why? Even if Mashiach comes in a way of Leizachun, still we're going to have Nisman in the place in a later period in Meisam Mashiach.
Right away when I
Let's say if it comes to the Zachul, then you're going to have Nisman in the place. And that's why. So the Rebbe says even it's going to be in the way of Leizachul. Still, eventually we're going to have the Nisman and all the Nevuos Pshutai. Why? Because after Meisam Mashiach starts, we're going to be doing all these. We're going to be doing the Mekayim Torah mitzvahs, Behidr, and the highest leaf, and we're going to be doing Shleimus Torah mitzvahs. We're for sure going to reach the Madriga of Zachul. Once we reach that Madriga of Zachul, so Takia, we're going to have these Nisman influence, and the Nevuos are going to be Kapshutai. That's how the Rebbe. That's where the birth of the two kufis comes in. So there's two main nekudas of the Rebbe's chiddush. First of all, the Rebbe is metanis that there's Moshiach coming from Zachul leizachul, and that depends whether these nevuos are going to be kapshuti or not. And the second what the Rebbe says is that if the second of leizachul, we can reach the madrega of Zachul in the middle of Moshiach, and then that there's going to be a second kufa when Moshiach is when all the place is going to be kapshuti. And so we're short on time. So one more word. So what's machriach the Rebbe to say such a word that we're for sure gonna reach madriga of Zachul, because you have a lot of nisim in the place where it's going to be kapshuti. You have a lot of shaylas on the Ram. Ram says but we know there's going to be tchias amesim. Tchias amesim is not hagi noyeg. There's nevuos, so there's a lot of nevuos which about the highest rice not going to be problems. All the peta, the fruits are all the barren trees are going to give fruits. What are you going to do with these little peta? It seems like all these things are kipshuti. So you have to say that even according to the Rambam, there is going to be a period in Yemei Mashiach that there is going to be Nisman in place, even a matzah of Leizachul. And that's where the second kuf is, and that's when the Tchias Amesim is going to be.